Where's my coffee? It's way over there. It is way over there, my coffee. You know, do I look like an orangutan? Oh, for God's sake. How is that even possible? How can I not be completely ready for this podcast? Great coffee, hon. It's Folgers. Oh, is that the one that's made with the crystals? It's mountain grown. Okay, this little book goes over here. In order for me to look not entirely blue and gray, I have a yellow light, red light, I don't even know what color that's supposed to be, up there to offset the blue light of the computer. So consequently, you might think I'm bathed in light and I can see everything around me. The photons don't get down here where all of my crap is that I'm trying to find. So it's not easy being me. I had a ex-boyfriend that kept saying that to me, which was somewhat true. It was a lot harder being him, being my ex-boyfriend. I do not make a very good boyfriend. Just for anyone, just in case anyone is thinking about that. God damn it. Selfish and not so much selfish, self-centered. That's a better term. Hello, Effextinol. Hello, Schiavello. Schiavello. That ex-boyfriend that I just mentioned, I have to tell you a funny story. He's a very funny man, that guy. Anyway, there was in my building here, my neighbor across the hall told me that you know blank, who's the boyfriend of blank. There's two different people named blank. I have to change that. Do you know John, who's the boyfriend of Jack? Do you know that guy? And I said, yeah, I know him. I've seen him around. He has dark hair, right? Yep, that's him. Well, he's been calling me and pretending to be other people. He's pretending to be, he wants to meet me and he wants, to have, essentially wants to have sex with my neighbor from across the hall. But he kept on calling him and he would make up different excuses and he would make up, there was this long stream of, attempts. And John didn't want to, my neighbor didn't want to call police or tell John about Jack's behavior. So anyway, it was complicated. Then he got my number, which wasn't hard to do. I live in the building. I have an intercom and everything else. And my phone rang one day and it was this guy. And I recognized him from his voice. And I thought, oh God, he's doing it to me now. So meanwhile, my boyfriend was in my house, sort of listening to me to having this conversation. And I'm trying to be nice, and I'm trying to the conversation is not my usual conversations I have with clients or with pen collectors and stuff. He could see that I was having a weird conversation, but he was getting more and more pissed off that I wasn't like just hanging up the phone. And eventually, the Jack, the guy, said, "Would you like to have a bout of phone sex?" Which is how he worded it, a bout of phone sex. I said, "No, no, thank you, goodbye," and I hung up the phone. And then I had to explain this to my boyfriend at the time, what it was, and he was getting more and more pissed off. And he said, "Here, just have sex with him once. He'll never call you again." So, uh, God, I told that to my subsequent boyfriend, and he almost drove off the road. He was driving in a car at the time. Yes, I know. That's what was funny about. Just have sex with him. He'll never call you. Where's my coffee? I moved it over here. Oh, it's right there. That's where I put it. Are you feeling better, Schiavello? Some people used to think I was very snobbish because of the way I held my head in a camera for a camera, because I'm going like this. But I can't see out of the top of my glasses. I have to see I've got sort of progressives. So maybe if I super glued the glasses up here, I wouldn't have to do that. The healing energies. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better. And I'm glad that your healing energies, whether they worked or not, that you're sending them. Today I have to do a watercolor of a flower and leaves, and I'm kind of dreading it, but I'll just do it. Well, who knows in the scheme of things? I mean, I'm enough of a have a scientific mind, and thinks that your thoughts or prayers mean nothing, regardless of what you're thinking or praying about. But it's nice to know that we are thinking of Parker and his nodules, and hoping that they will not cause him further trauma. I did get your message, effects and all, about taking a photograph of the pens that I have in your pile, and I will try to do that by moving them over to the light where I can actually see. I want to find the pens that have broken parts, because in this little dark corner, broken parts or cracks or nibs missing the iridium and things like that. I mean, I don't think any of your pens have that, but I want to bring them over to the light before I have you get your heart set on some of these. I need to have a little clock plugged in and set up above my computer, Australia, Schiavello, because I kind of know other people's time zones a little bit better by simple math, but Australia is wonky enough from I can't do the math. So when it's 5:30 in the morning here, what time is it there right now? Schiavello. Schiavello. Trying to remember how you told me to pronounce your name. It's 8:24. So if I add 3 and make it in the opposite time of day, that's way too much. I add 15. Can I remember that? Is that how old you were when you became a father? You were 15? No, I don't minus 15. I added. It's Thursday today here in the morning. Thursday in the morning. You were 13. Okay. You must have hit puberty when you were in the womb. Plus 15. Okay. Plus 15. Okay, I'll try to remember that you gave birth when you were 13 and you are 15 hours ahead. I think I can do that. I may have to do it in parts. I may have to do it 10 plus 3, 12 plus 3. Change AM to the PM or PM to the AM and then add 3. So I do have a clock. Of course I do. I do have a clock in my house. It's a big clock this big, and it has the hour, and then around it you can set the dial that has like 100 different city names on it, so I could look and find out what time it is in Hawaii and what time it is in Sydney and what time it is in Cape Town. That, that's entirely possible. No, I don't know if that's entirely part. We need David Attenborough. He's one of my guests at my dinner, by the way. David Attenborough. He can explain the plant life in my refrigerator as the mold grows. Here you see mold from a tomato. It is different from the mold coming out of the spout of the milk container. Which will survive in this climate. Yeah, I was thinking about these guest things. You don't want to. I'm trying to think of how they would interact with each other. A lot of people's guests are people that I'm thinking about. I wouldn't want to share with anyone. I would just want to sit down with them and have a dinner for two and let him do all the talking. But the idea of them at a table, and it's like that Monty Python skit with Oscar Wilde and who else? And the King of England. There were George Bernard Shaw, Oscar Wilde, and someone else were with the king, and it's a funny skit where they're all trying to be cleverer than the next one. And You know, if you get a bunch of clever people at a table that are all sort of alpha males, you'll end up with a fist fight or something. But I think it would be kind of neat to have different kinds of experts in their field to maybe discuss something that isn't in their field, in none of their fields. And what is your take on religion? You could ask David Attenborough and other scientists, Richard Feynman and things like that, and see what they come up with. It's a bunch of shit. Small animals that believe in God are squished by the atheistic animals. I'm remembering a time when I did my David Attenborough. I was describing to a friend of mine who was a waiter at a restaurant that I would go to what I had seen earlier in the day, which were two people that I had noticed earlier sort of eyeing each other at back when videotapes, you could rent them from Blockbuster or whatever it was. And the two of them were in the adult section of the video store renting the adult tapes, but they both left empty-handed. One left first. They didn't say a word to each other. One left first, and then the other one left a few minutes later. And I was leaving. Coincidentally, I was leaving at around the same time. But I watched them. One went to his car. It was raining outside. One went to his car, and the other one, did he have a car or was he standing in the rain? But they were doing this courtship dance. I think they both had cars, and one would back out, the other one would sort of back over, and they would back out. They didn't actually, it took a long time for their windows to be side by side, even though the parking lot was huge. There was a lot of space for them to do their little courtship dance. Mountain climbers, yeah, they were funny. Eventually one car went back to his parking space. The owner of that car got in the other person's car and they left. But as I was describing it to my friend, we both sort of went into the David Attenborough routine. Here you see the alpha male go into reverse, taking his stick shift in his hand and switching it into reverse, and moves back 3 feet into the puddle, etc. The Monty Python skit where the hairdressers are climbing Mount Everest. Here we are at base camp, and we're having problems with our conditioner. They've got all their, hair dryers with them and mousse and whatever they have that they're climbing. I had a waitress friend who, when I was a waiter at a restaurant, she went to Devil's Mountain. What's the one that looks like with a cone? The one that's from Close Encounters, whatever that's called, Devil's Mountain. And she and her girlfriend climbed it one morning, with the ropes and the cleated feet and the whatever. And in their backpacks, they brought their lunch. but they also brought some other things. So they got to the top, spread out their little picnic, and changed into high heels and evening wear, and then put all of their mountain climbing shit in the backpack so you couldn't see it. And the next people that are coming up, climbing up, see them in their high heels and their jewelry and their fancy evening wear, having champagne. And they say, what the fuck? How did you climb with those things? Yes, the Mashed Potato Mountain. I love that movie. I thought that was a really clever take on it. I wonder if I should have a blue light over there. Would that just cause my everything to go wonky? I'm planning more plate tectonics in the home, and I'm trying to think what I can fit behind me. I might turn purple, is quite right. No, I like the idea of this sort of red on this side and blue on this side. I suppose I could, if I had held up an iPad that was all colored blue, it would show you what I'm thinking. But I do want to have, I wonder if I could have like one of these things. You know, I'd like have 6 of these things that are full of plugs that go to one plug in the wall, which is way over there somewhere. You know, back when I was a kid, you know, there might be, in a large living room, there might be 6 things plugged in. A hi-fi, which included a radio, a TV set, and the rest were just, you know, 2 or 3 lamps. Now you have chargers and routers and computers and printers and all sorts of crap. Oh, I do have one of those. I do actually have a light bulb like that, but I forgot about that. I've got it in a different thing. That would make sense to move it over here because I'm not really utilizing it there. I think I need more than one though. It doesn't really work as effectively as I thought. And people could tell I'd have it set to my mood. If it was blue, I would be depressed, and people could just say, oh, Pierre's depressed. I don't even want to go in his room today. And oh, it's red. He's really pissed off. He's angry. I can kind of do that with my... Now, why isn't this one working? This bottom one used to be... Where's my control pen? This bottom screen used to be black, and why is it blue now? Go back to settings, system preferences, display and screensaver, solid aqua. Okay, I want this here. Let's see if this works. Custom color. Where's custom color? Oh, there it is. No. Come on. Why are we not working? What do I have to do? See, there's black. See, look, watch my chins. You know, it's very subtle. White is ghastly. Ooh, nasty. Okay, where is, it says custom color. Oh, why did it turn green? I'm supposed to get a I know I look fine. It's not so much me. You know, some people go to the beauty parlor and stuff like that. Why can't I get this to work? Custom color. I'm hitting custom color. It used to bring up a color wheel that I could choose from. It's really interesting how I just brought the screen that has your text and everything. I brought it down to my Wacom thing, and I am very red down here. And up here, I'm more yellow. So each my screen here is different. Solid kelp. Huh. Pictures. I'll just go into pictures and find albums. Desktop pictures. No. Where are my pictures? Folders. Desktop. Pictures. I guess I have to, oh. Assorted iPhone pics. I'll figure this out another time. Oh, there we go, albums. Shared. Those are fixed in email. Those are all the things that Frederick sent me are now on my computer for some reason. However that happened. Okay, let me just get back to solid colors, black. Thank you. Back to you guys. Always blue, huh? See if I do this way. Oh, see, it works up here. Red. Ooh. I just changed it to red. Red, green, black. Where's black? Black. Okay, just put it away, Pierre. Put it away. There was a pattern you could pick for your background, and I once chose a gray flannel suit pattern, which had very thin gray stripes on it, which was really quite lovely because it did help keep my things in nice little rows, which I thought was kind of a nice way to keep my, whatever this says, computer files ordered. What are these things? Pure Picks. Aw, this is so cute. I'll show you. You'll find it cute. Get ready to go, aw. Look at me. That little cute butt. Even back then, I had a cute little butt. I suppose I'll be banned for showing child porn now or something. That was something that I found in when I was going through my dad's stuff. Look at this picture. Pier the Viking. Was actually on a boat. See, look at that. My turtleneck hides all those chins. Am I quiet? My microphone is still on. Okay, turn this back. Get this back. Put that back. Take that down. Yeah, I don't know. People are. I'm gonna show you some of my dad's things, just because he's been on my mind a lot of late. And these are not in any particular order, but I think you'll get a kick out of seeing them. He's he was able to do really any kind of art, and I'm trying to learn sort of how to do stuff as well, without worrying about my quote reputation. So my dad took a class in ceramics, and he couldn't make the turning the wheel and making a bowl and a dish. So he ended up making lots and lots and lots of vases. This one holds pencils and pens, but it's a little clown, which he painted. And here's an old clown, a different clown he painted using ink and sort of resist paper, which I don't think he was. I mean, he knew that this was happening, but I don't think he said, I'm going to do something like this now. He probably started doing a drawing and saw that the ink beaded up like that. This is very strange. My little brother has this at his house now, and it's like I didn't. It was just funny that he chose this one. Well, he has a bunch of them, but he chose that one. So this is nothing. Here's my dad and me on the boat. Come on, get out of there. Here's my father's. My father would play solitaire while watching the news all day long, when news became an all day long affair, and he would just play games of solitaire to keep his hands busy. And this is his scorecard. So he was up 95 and lost Did he miscalculate? Looks like he meant to subtract 35 and got 40. He must have, well, anyway. So here's another doodle that had stuff. Here's another scorecard that he then colored in with. This is a face. That's nothing. You're trying to find cushions for a chair. So here he was doing these drawings of skaters and skiers from the Olympics. Skaters from the Olympics on TV. And he would just sit and draw. This was a collage he made of ticket stubs and lunch on a business trip. This is his business notes. He makes little collages out of other thing. So your faces, more faces with A to B R T, whatever that meant to him. So as you can see, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Here, someone was reading a menu at a bar at Larry's, New York City in 1986. These are sketches he'd make. He sold clothing in a clothing store, and these are sketches he was making of the things he saw, whether he was going to buy them or not. These are people waiting at the airport for their flight. This guy talking on the phone, back when phones were connected to a box on the wall. This guy looks like Gomez Adams waiting for his plane. I don't know who that's supposed to be. Hello. I don't know who that is. Here's another scorecard for, these are all numbers for solitaire. And this three-headed woman's hair is in a knot. Here are designs he did for pottery. He was trying to come up with designs for his ceramic pieces. That's what my dad looked like when I was in college. Here's what he looked like when he was 2 or whatever that was. He was born on the 4th of July, so that's an American flag. Here's my grandmother, his mother. Oh, my dad, when my dad was in Korea, he made all sorts of pinup girls that he would draw and then put on the mess. Or so this is the Boyd's Tavern. So here's this dame with fishnet stocking and holding a bottle of booze and a cigarette in a cigarette holder. Another one he made. And this is March and April, and this is the bunny rabbit with her Easter eggs, 1955. Wow, the lamp room. Reserved for monks. Whatever kind of joke that was. Va-va-va-voom. Look at those boobies and a cigarette holder. Here's my daddy. spinning the discs, being a disc jockey with his Korean boys. Here he is asleep. God, he must have been 100 pounds. Here he is passing out the Butterfingers. And this guy, he was a man who had a family who lived in New York. And my dad, when they went overseas, actually to Korea, this might have been in Japan or somewhere else, but when they went to into the front, my dad took his place. He said, I'll go, you've got a family, I'll go instead of you. He could have said, I have bone spurs, I don't want to go. And these are more of those. Same ones again. Here's a painting he did of a cockfight, two roosters having a day of it. Here's his doodles on his newspapers. I made a collage. These are things I dug out for his when we had the celebration of his life after we buried him. So these are more of his collages he does on newspaper headlines. This was the cover of his memorial that I made for him. So WMG are his initials, and Boy Korea, and that was a picture that my brother took a couple of years ago. My other brother made all these. These are all of the flower arrangements he made for the funeral. There was one that he made that was all red, white, and blue to go on the casket because he was born on the 4th of July. This is my dad's jewelry. My dad also made jewelry. And this is his jewelry stuff. And these are all, he would take objects and string them together to make jewelry. And they're just buckets and drawers full of string and bones and beads. His necklaces look like this. These are drawings. I didn't see any of these until after he died. These are drawings he did while in Korea. And this is a tent. These are soldiers. This is a guy washing his feet, it looks like. These are weird sort of creatures. These are all from letters he sent my mother. And here's two soldiers naked, and they're washing themselves by the river. Those are the things I would draw. Hello there. This is a story, the letter that he wrote here talks about these guys are all getting haircuts by this guy. So this guy is getting his haircut. These are my dad's handwriting samples. These are all sent to my mother. And he had all these different styles of handwriting. He could be, this is how he normally would write, very vertically when I knew him, but he also could write very sort of more standard. This is a little Santa Claus he made, and I thought it was Santa Claus is looking toward the tree, and here's his butt, and his nose is here, and his eyes are there. but I couldn't understand how he's holding this tree. And then I realized that Santa's facing forward, and that's his nose, that's his eye, that's sort of a grin. And he's holding a tree, and his stomach is sticking out this way. Well, it took me a while to figure that out. That's my dad in toward the rest of the end of his life. And every one of those hair follicles are the original. So that was a trip down memory lane. Yeah, Man from U.N.C.L.E. Yeah, I called him the dad from U.N.C.L.E. He does look a lot. He did look a lot like him when I was in. My father always had very blonde hair, and so when I was the picture I showed you that looked like he was dad from U.N.C.L.E., Man from U.N.C.L.E. 10 years earlier than that, he really looked like David McCollum. And he also wore black turtlenecks a lot, and he sort of looked like he was a secret agent. Where'd my coffee go? It's right here where I put it. So right now we have, back in Minneapolis, where we all grew up, in the house that he had built in 1956, we have all sorts of art that he did, and sketchbooks and jewelry, and I would love to that my brother and his girlfriend were to buy that house and live there, and I would buy part of it as well. We'd both buy out my little brother, who wants to sell it, not because he needs the money. He just wants it out of his face. He doesn't want it. He likes to make a list and cross things out, and he just wants it done. Whether we buy it or we sell it, he doesn't really care. He just wants it done. So, but if my brother and I end up buying it, I would really love there to be a lot of his art on the wall, a lot of my mother's art on the wall. My mother didn't do as much, but we did some. She did some. And I just would like to have it be up there sort of as a memorial to him. And it's not like the stuff he does is ugly. It's beautiful stuff. I'd love to frame a lot of those drawings he did, but framing takes up a lot of wall space. So keeping them maybe in a flat file would be a better idea. Keeping them in the sketchbooks. Though, like me, my father would never really finish a sketchbook. He just started dozens of them. So some of them have maybe only one drawing in them. Some are half filled. Some are almost completely filled. But there's a lot of blank pages. Yeah, but you don't put anything on. I talked to you about this. You like your houses zen. If you have 7,000 square feet of 7,500 square feet of floor space, you must have twice as much wall space, I'm imagining. 15,000, 16,000. square feet of wall, 17,000 square feet of wall space. I know there's doors and windows on some of them. Well, maybe he just didn't want to put my artwork up there. But now that he sees my dad's artwork, he wants. No, I'm joking. Schiavello. I need more coffee. Great coffee, hun. It's Folgers. Well, maybe your house in Virginia, West Virginia, sorry. Maybe that's where I'll decorate your house, not the ones in Australia. Oh, I got a letter from Jason from Wasky Squirrel. So Jason said he might be able to catch up with me on this on Saturday or Sunday, so that might be nice. Yeah, I know those Sanka coffee crystals. How did this work? Oh, I see my camera. I've got my camera mount all duct taped and hose clamped, and it's has a mind of its own. You know how it happens when I start looking like I'm falling over. It's the camera that's falling over. Oh, I brought these two pens. Where did I put them? Right? No, I took them out. No, where are they? I just had them in my pocket. There were two 51s that I was bringing over here to sort of empty. So I can put them away. They're right here. They're right here. They're right here. I've got Marilyn wants me to send her a 51 for her to compare with her other faux 51s to sort of see what she has to say about them. And so I said I would find her one that she could borrow. We need Russell. I'll see if he can join us. 6:11 should be up. He gets up early. I do have 51s for sale. The only ones I feel comfortable about selling these days are 50 Aerometric 51s because I don't want to fuss with having to fix them. So I just have to sit down and think about which ones I want to. You get dragged out of bed. Oh, what time is he supposed to be at school? You have 15 minutes to put on some clothes and get in the alleged stolen Land Rover and drag him to school in 15 minutes. How far away is the school? I hope my mother would get up early and make me breakfast every day, make me hot chocolate, and go back to bed. So he drags you out of bed at 8:45. Somehow you manage to put on some clothes. Get in the car. Yeah. Russell has not responded. It seems like you're cutting it close. You know, my father was always cutting it close. It's like he's shaving on the way to the gate at the airport, running. Your pajamas. I bet you look cute in your pajamas. Here's that Schiavello dad again in his pajamas dropping off his kid. Oh, good. See, I think you. Yes, he sounds like a great kid. while Dad is snoring away. Maybe that's the drawing I'll do. He'll be up cleaning the gutters and making his breakfast and milking the cows while Dad is under the covers with little Z's coming out of his head, snoring away. Maybe that'll be the drawing I do. I know we're picking on you, but we do it because we can. Where is Frederick? You would love that drawing. Well, maybe I'll draw it later. And it could just be a single stream rather than in the middle of another stream. I'll just make a stream dedicated. Little Irish troll. So yes, I do have Effextinol. I do have 51s for sale. They would be arometric. I can sell you vacuumatic ones that you have to fix yourself. I thought you said he was late for school the other day. Just yesterday you said he was late. Maybe you forgot him. Maybe you were in the car and you got the car to the school at 9 o'clock, but you forgot him. You said he was late. You said he was late. Maybe you said you were running late. Though I don't know, it's like you have to get an atomic clock to take 15 minutes down to the amount of he's late, but you're not. I see. Okay. He still got there, except I need the raspy voice. Okay, I'll see what I have. Effextinol. Do you mind? What would you prefer? And I don't know what the cost difference will be, but an arometric one that doesn't need repair, or a vacuumatic one that does, probably. I haven't fixed a 51 in a long time, and I just don't feel you know, 51s are a pen that there's so many of them out there, though on eBay you won't really know what the nib is like. Well, I'll see what I have. I know I've got dozens and dozens and dozens of them, and I just tried. I had probably 5 vacuumatic ones in my cell to cell drawer, and I think they were working to a degree, and because they were in the cell drawer, so they sucked up ink and they didn't leak. And, so I think that they were working. And the 5 that I found and I got going again, I said, I don't want to sell this one, but maybe I should look at them again. Because I really don't need them myself. Pile number 3.0. Okay, come on, Russell. I think he's probably planning to go to school. So the guy that I drew with the chiseled body has sent me lots more pics to draw. I have other chiseled torsos. I had a bitch to fix this one. This is an aerometric one, and it just was dry as dust. It wrote nicely upside down. It was just not writing nicely right side up. And I finally found, I took the nib out, finally found a section that worked, a shell that worked, the hood. I found the foreskin that would work on this thing that covered the nib. And but then it started drying out again, so I put a different nib in it, and it seems to be fine now. So the all metal one is this isn't the right cap. The correct cap has a gold band and a gold clip, which I found offensive to my taste. So I'm using a very rare chrome colored early feather clip. And it's also kind of a rare cap with a raised band. Okay. I may have one that's legitimate, but I'd have to look. It seems to me this is not the only one I had. In fact, just a minute. Here, I'll be like SBE Brown. Hello there. It's like with two guns. I need the Gregorian chants. Hello there. Slap him across the goddamn face. I know, I'm sorry. I'm sure he's a nice guy. This little zippered case might have it. No, here's a Flighter 61. Here's another Flighter 61. Two Flighter 61s. These are all 61s. Why are they in this case? God, I've got three. These are pens that are kind of special for some reason. Why are these in here? I've got three Conklin Nozacs in here that need fixing or are parts or something. Look at this thing. Got this in here. I guess I should take these. Oh, this is for Rob Morrison. Finally found where that is. Down there. You know, Schiavello, you have an opinion about SBE Brown, SBRE Brown? I'm glad other people share that opinion. See, here's a 61 that has a broken. This is a little chip out of the shell, out of the. I don't know if you can see that. And consequently, you know, people aren't wanting it. but that little tiny chip sort of allows me to be able to write with a slightly flexible line. You don't like that guy either? Mighty Mouse? See, this one is working. Would you like a Flighter 61? This actually is a nice nib on this one. How did I manage to put this in the sale bin? It's not very fine though. If I had a 61 with a fine nib, would you like that? Do you have a 61? External? You have a Flighter 61 already, okay. They're really interesting pens, these 61s. I was going to send one of these to Marilyn as well to try out. There's something very different about how posting the cap on the back is a very different experience than posting a cap on the back of a 51. It's just, there's a softness to how the clutch system works. Oh, see, here's, I was wondering what the fuck happened. The clutch came out of that pen. How did that happen? That cap. How the hell did that come out? No. We'll have to find a different cap for this one. Oh, this is a cartridge version. God, I don't think I've ever remembered him saying anything that was even remotely funny. You may have to keep this one with its cartridge converter system on it, just because I don't have one like this, I don't think. Well, it's just the double shooting thing. Like, you know, pay attention to me. I just shot you twice in the Gregorian chant thing. It just annoys me. Ooh, this is a nice one. I like these pens, damn it. Why do I like these pens so much? This is not helping me pay my bills by buying for myself all of these pens that were in my sale bin. They really have sort of fun nibs. Look at this nib here. Let me just show you why I'm enthused. See this? This is it's missing its little arrow. It's supposed to have a little metal arrow. This one is missing its little arrow. But who gives a shit? Because look at how it writes. That's a flexible nib there in that there pen. And it's maybe it's the type of Gregorian chant. I mean, it sounds like they're all orgasming at the same time. See, the 61 had two different kinds of these little bandy bits, if not three kinds. So that's sort of interesting to me. They can't even get their gray colors the same. Get with the program, Parker. What the hell is going on with you? Anyway, I just maybe added, how many pens do I have here to my collection? This is the one with the chipped cap. I could pry that little arrow out and glue it onto the other one, maybe. Oh. This flighter has a ding in it now. Thank you very much, for Gustafson. No, I've got... yeah, I know. I also have a weird 51. It's like a weird late 51 with a converter in it too. Cartridge converter and a 51. I've got all sorts of weird shit. Hello there. The samurai swords behind him on the wall. Like, come on. I know you're a man. We know you're a man. You know, tone it down a little bit. I'm just looking at the pictures of the chiseled guy. I know he's a man too. You won't pay my electricity bill. It's so douche-like. Well, we're going to have to decide. I mean, that guy is so completely unlike Wasky Squirrel. Everything about Wasky Squirrel that I like is the opposite of what SBEEREXYZ Brown doesn't have, you know. He's a douche. Oh. Oh, God. I hear, though, he is a nice guy. It's just this little intro that drives me crazy. There's also something about his voice, though, that when he talks about a product, a pen or whatever, the way that he presents his factoids or his opinions, they always sound a little bit like, if you don't share this opinion, you're wrong. Now, Olive Boy, who is very neat and very tidy, looks like he washes behind his ears 3 times a day, and his videos have a very slick perfection to them. His opinions don't sound like it seems like he would allow you to disagree with him or invite you to disagree with him. Oh, best pen of all time. Yeah. And when Peter draws reviews pens, he never comes off as being he's I don't know if he's wealthy or poor, but he appears to be, he plays the part of a poor, starving artist. And he is not impressed particularly by money and how much something costs. He does get things for free, but um, he does say, without beating around the bush, that this pen does not work for me, even though it cost $500 or whatever it might be. He very much is aware of how the pen moves across the page and is able to do the drawings for him. Maybe if S.B.R.E. Brown and other people, this might even include Wasky, wrote something other than maybe even Marilyn, for that matter too. Though I know Marilyn does do lots of different kinds of writing. Sometimes in their reviews, they don't really, that they do the brown fox jumping over the thing, and they don't really do anything other than that. They write always the same height across the page. Oh, okay. The pen habit. Um, the pen habit, I thought he gave up doing it. I never watched him, but I did see him. I did see his swan song where he was talking about he's giving this up because it takes too much time. I'll have to try one of these TWSBI things and these little, whatever they are, sport pens. What are they called? They've never, is it the Lamy sport pen, those little tiny ones? Have a good one. Bye. There was a pen habit guy who gave up doing this, I think. So I don't know. I didn't watch too many of them. I like Peter. I like Wasky. I like Wasky's democratic, optimistic outlook. He finds even a pen that is really lowly and maybe doesn't write very well, he'll still say something nice about it while saying that it's kind of ugly. Penhab. No, you'll need to go to Penhab. I need to get more coffee. Sure. Yes. Oh, it's very cute. Watch Adventure Denali, Mighty Mouse. I think her, though she talks about lots of things, like I do, you know, it's not all pens. But when she referred to a pen having, when she returned to her relationship to a pen and her, and she spoke of the other pen as being female, she said, you know, she and I just haven't found our relationship yet or something. And it was really, it immediately made me love her and her take on pens. And I've been trying to get her to be on this little stream with us for the longest time. And she's always too busy. Olive Boy, I've asked him to come on as well, but he hasn't. I can ask other people to do it, but I want to make sure that I understand them. Her name is Adventure Denali or something. Let me just find it out here, because she also likes typewriters, and she's a journal keeper. And she lives out in, see, my favorite journal and pen with a question mark, you know, implies that she isn't even able to be adamant about something. It's the adamantness of the douchebag. But Adventure, Denali, all one word. Fountain pen collection. But she also draws. So she draws and she writes and she journals. So she uses pens, and she has a ferret. Yeah, I think you'd like her. So watch a couple of hers. I haven't watched a lot of them, but I have watched them, and I think she would be, she's also on Instagram. You can follow her there. Her name is Alice, I think, or Alicia. Is it Alice or Alicia? Or is it something entirely different? I have a bunch of 61s in my pocket now, which I just added to my collection of 61s. I need to. One of these is going to go to Maryland to try out. And Toei is who? Is that the, who's that guy? Is that, I'm thinking of T-H-O-E? Pen. Who is that person? What's their name? Conan O'Brien looks very puffy. Anyway, who's Toei? Almighty. Toei. Singapore artist. Yeah, I don't know. I've never heard of this person. T-E-O-H. T-E-O-H. Fountain pen recommendations for beginners. Okay.
Hi everyone, this is Theo from HackBlocks.com. Today I'm going to answer a question that I get asked frequently, which is, which fountain pen would I recommend?
Okay, thank you. There's another, I've just subscribed. There's another person that I like, and it's not only because he's cute, but he's from New Zealand, I think. Is Schiavello still here? He has kind of a deep voice, and he's from New Zealand, I think. Let me just find that out. I don't want that. What is his name? Pen Review New Zealand. Sure am. Sure am what? You're still here. Okay, that's not him. There's there he is. Schiavello. What is his name? I have to look under. He's sort of 20 something or rather maybe, and has a very deep New Zealandian voice. It might be. Again, I don't. I see these reviews, and sometimes I forget to subscribe, and then they go out of my little brain completely. Maybe he's Australian. And review for. Oh, here it is. Sydney Pen Show recap. His name is JPL, and I am subscribed to him.
With rated historic lows, home has new meaning. Home means everything.
Uh-oh, I just... Come on.
So today was the Sydney Pen Show, and I just want to give you guys a little bit of a brief overview of my experience of the Sydney Pen Show. And it being my first pen show, I was actually really excited to be there, but I am embarrassed to admit I did forget about the Sydney Pen Show. I knew about it about 3 or 4 months.
What I don't like about him is here I'm not a very good example of what I'm going to bitch about him about. I don't like the fact that his face is on the show for way too long.
So I bet a lot of you have been asking me to review for quite a long time now. The meter's back here. So this pen,
back
no
here.
competition. This is a much bigger fountain pen than that. A quarter of a turn, and that usual Australian sky blue.
Australian sky blue. He's not nearly as cute as you give at all. He has lots of hair. Yeah, I watch him to writerly witterings. Thanks, Pia. I'm imagining you whispering that in my ear. Thanks, Pia. From your little bed with your covers. Boarding school Aussie accent. Yeah, is it a boarding school Aussie accent? I don't know my boarding school accents versus regular. I've sort of asked the Apple Boom to have me come on to talk about my 3 favorite pens, but I have not yet gotten a response. Wasky was on it, which I think was nice. Maybe it's because I diss modern pens so much that I'm not allowed to. This is a nice pen too. God damn you. This gray 21. Renee, would you like to come on board here? Schiavello, would you like to have your picture broadcast with me? I sort of was waiting for it to get a little later here before going into multiple talking, but we can do it now, I think. You're happy being a lurker. Okay. My keep and sell boxes are always they're always migration going from one to the other. And if I look at 161 that I want to sell, and there's another 61 that I want to sell, I'll start immediately noticing the differences between the two nibs, and then I'll end up wanting to keep both of them. Now, if I had the 61s that are already in my collection out here and I was comparing them all, I could probably say I don't need these 5 pens at all. Well, you said you like Conway Stewart. Schiavello, do you want to join us? It's 7 plus 3. It's 10 at night where you are. See, I'm doing my math. You guess. I don't want to twist your arm. You have your clothes on? Are you decent? Invite. Clipboard. Edit paste. Let's try more of that side-by-side stuff. Let's see if when you put your hand over this way and I can put my hand over that way and it looks like you're stroking my face. That was kind of fun. Frederick won't mind, I'm sure. I'm looking around at my stalagmites to decide how and where I can put boxes of kind of light things, because I do have some I have way more pens than I need to be an artist. I'm also a collector of them, but I really do just pushing around a pen with ink on paper, even if I'm not doing anything other than just pushing it. I enjoy it. Add the stream. Here's around. Go. Look at that happy smile.
Hi.
Oh, you're sounding much better.
I'm getting there. Yes.
Good.
How are you, Sir Pierre?
Well, I'm fine. I'm trying to make our heads. Let's try this little arm thing again. So you have your arm. going, that arm going over toward my face. No, the other arm. That one, okay. That one, yes, that one. Okay, now have it enter horizontally like that. Horizontal, like this. There you go. That hand. Okay, just a minute. There, look at that.
That's creepy.
It is creepy. Now move it up.
Oh, sorry, I forgot that you're slow.
Move it down. We'll practice. Soon we're going to do a little show. We're going to do a little anything you can do, I can do better. And then I'll reach my, okay, get your other hand out. Not, see, I don't know which one here, the one you're wiggling, okay? Okay, now put your other hand down in your lap. No, that one, okay, fine. Now, I'm gonna move my hand this way. So take your hand out of the screen. So I'm doing this. Now move it in, move slowly your fingers in. Oh shit, this isn't working. Here, there we go. Here, move it back out. There you go. And move it in. Oops, sorry. I'm trying to figure out, there we go. Move it in, there we go. This is creepy. Now, pick your nose. I want to pick your nose and then move it back out and I'll eat it. Your child will love this.
No, I don't think he will.
Well, we'll work on this will be fun. And then what we'll do, I'll invite SBE Brown and he'll be in the middle and we can both be doing this.
Oh, he's a fucking douche. Let's not.
Okay. Well, I can see that he's never going to come on this stream now because we've been picking on him.
Such a wanker. That's what he is.
A wanker?
Yeah, a wanker. A tosser.
A tosser.
With his fake
I once
London accent.
I once asked a British guy what the difference between a bloke and a pal and a chum. I don't know what they were. They're all variants on sort of a male friend, a male good friend. I can't remember. I remember bloke was one of them, and a chum might have been another one.
Yes.
They were typical British terms, and he helped define the level of connectedness that you would have with this person and the level, he's a right bloke or whatever you might say seems like the most general. You could say that about someone that's almost a stranger. It's like saying someone's a mensch or something. You don't have to know them personally, just enough to be able to say that he's a good guy. It's kind of the opposite of douche.
He's a douche.
he's a douche.
SBRE Brown, whoever the fuck you are, you're a douche with your fake accent.
Well, he's not a native English speaker.
Apologies.
Okay. See, now let's try this. Let me, if I can I pour coffee down your gullet? See,
I'm not drinking coffee.
Oh, tea, whatever. See, now I could have your hand coming over this way. It look like I'm forced feeding you. No, the other way. We have to make your fingers connect with my
getting there. Hold on. I'm not the smartest tool in this shit.
The other hand. You want the other hand.
Fuck.
There you go. See, now it looks like I'm forcing you to forget it. Forget it. Just drink your goddamn tea or coffee or
It's water.
water. Drink your water. Oh, drinking it like, kind of like Russell.
like Russell.
Yeah. You could just pretend to be Russell.
Well, Russell just responded to me on Instagram about a comment I left, so that motherfucker is around somewhere.
Okay. Well,
Sorry, excuse my language. I apologize, y'all.
y'all.
See, like, I can't even talk, and it's just like I get clicked on. See the abuse I have to put up with.
See, Renee, it's good that you're being just a lurker, because if you were,
Oh, Renee. Oh, hi, Renee.
if you were on here, we would just tear you to ribbons.
I would still get torn apart.
Yeah. Okay. We'd Chivello is our
Punching bag.
our punching bag. Yes, our sacrificial lamb that we bring to slaughter every day. But every night he always rejuvenates himself, and he's ready to be slaughtered again. So, oh, don't roll your eye at me.
Oh Lord, give me
Smiley teeth, your store-bought teeth. You and your I'm joking.
My teeth. They're what are they? They're zirconium crystal.
Yes. Store-bought. That's what I said. Store-bought teeth. Oh.
I leave to take a shower, and when I come back, you guys are still ripping on. Yes, he's a douche. Like, whatever he does, he's a wanker. And what have I got to lose saying it? Like, yeah, fucking jerk off. I apologize. Sorry, effects and alls. I apologize. I've still got the distribution center going. It's okay.
Yes. Guess what?
You don't need to go to HR.
No, I'll be right back. I need more coffee.
Again? Just bring the coffee to you. Yes, allegedly. It's all alleged.
I need to heat it up. I could bring it here, but it won't be hot.
Well, bring the microwave with you. What? Or not for this one? Which one? What? Oh, Mitch. What are we going to do with you? We need to start a GoFundMe to buy Pierre a coffee machine that pours coffee right into his mouth.
Coffee. Way down among Brazilians, coffee beans grow by the billions. They got to find those extra cups to fill. They got an awful lot of coffee in Brazil.
A hands-free coffee delivery system. That sounds very nefarious. Effects, no.
No tea, no tomato juice. You'll see.
Tomato juice will make me dead on the ground because I'm allergic to tomatoes. And I'm Italian, so I don't know what that means. I don't even know why I'm on this live stream. I'm not a pen person. I'm just a personality that doesn't get paid. Or we can hire Juan okay. to be Piers Coffee barista. Sure. I don't know who that is. We all know why you are in this stream, Parker, because we all love you. Aww. That's very sweet, effects and all. That feels odd saying effects and all. Thank you, Mitch. Feels odd.
So you led to the local color, serving coffee with a cruller. Dunking doesn't take a lot of skill. Baking
Oh,
a lot of
yes,
coffee
Mouse.
in Brazil.
I'm allergic to all seafood as well, Mighty Mouse.
Oh dear.
I was just saying that I'm allergic to tomatoes, and I'm
Oh.
Italian.
Hmm.
So I started taking a men's multivitamin,
Okay.
and the biggest ingredient in it, right down the bottom, was fresh tomato powder or something. And I was coming out with hives and rashes, and I didn't know why. And it turned out to be that it was this men's multivitamin
Multivitamin.
that I paid like $19 for like 60 capsules. And I just felt so betrayed.
Well, at least you now you know that you can't have tomatoes.
Oh no, I've always known, since
Okay.
since I was a kid, and so I can't even touch like tomatoes or anything like that. But yeah, effects. And I was saying, when I was a kid, I was seriously allergic to cats. I still am, and now I live with one. That's your fault. It's kind of crazy when I think about it. It is.
I was allergic to a cat for about 10 years. I had them growing up and I loved them. And then I suddenly, when I was in college, I couldn't get anywhere near them suddenly overnight. And it drove me crazy because I really liked cats.
What did you do in college, Pierre?
I didn't do anything. I made art. I didn't allow my mind to wander to all of the bad things that it wanted to go to. I just made art and drew and painted and drew and painted and didn't play with cats.
Yeah. Mighty Mouse is okay. I just had a malfunction. Mighty Mouse says I was allergic to tomatoes as a kid and got hives. Now I can use tomato soup as a sleeping drug. I get so drowsy I fall asleep at the table. That sounds like you're going into anaphylactic shock. As the resident doctor around here.
Yes.
You were allergic to everything, effects and all, and then by the time you were 18, it had all gone away. Wow, lucky you. Oh, I love bananas, but I can't eat bananas, Mitch. I can't eat bananas like in their rare form. I don't know what like just a banana. Like I can only eat dried banana chips, like how they. That's how I can eat them. It's something about the texture when they're just bananas. That sounds so odd. Oh, really? Banana chips are even worse than raw bananas for you. Oh, wow. See, banana chips are great. I love them. I'm trying to think of why. Maybe it might be a preservative that they put in with the banana chips. Yes, I hate hives as well. I get hives. Well, stress to me. So you get hives from stress, Mighty Mouse. Temperature change. Yes, I get stress causes me to vomit. I get stress sickness, and I can't regulate my temperature when I'm very stressed. It's awful. Mitch says it's so bad I can't even stand candy and stuff with fake banana flavor. Well, okay. I mean, I don't eat candy at all. I don't like sweet stuff. I don't eat candy. I don't know if an Altoid is considered candy, but that's the only kind of candy thing I guess. But yeah, I don't like sweets. Like I like pretzels, but I don't like sweets. One thing I do like, this is one thing I love about, I'm in Australia, but one thing I love about the States is that I love is street meat. Street meat from New York, street meat from Boston. It's amazing. And people say, don't eat street meat, but I love street meat. Like I love a good hot dog. It's great with onions, sauerkraut. It's great. Mighty Mouse says, if I go from a cold place to a warm, I break out. I kind of get like that, but my body, where I live, it's very, very, very hot all the time. But as soon as I leave my house, where it's, I am used to the temperature, and then go outside, I am dripping in sweat and I can't regulate my temperature at all until I get home. And I don't know if that's maybe from social anxiety, which I do have, which I just took a Xanax. So I start to slur my words. Let me know. Oh, shut up, Mitch. Mitch, don't make me call you a douchebag. I bet you love America's street meat. Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what street meat is. It sounds kind of sexy though.
Street meat is like the people that are on the sidewalk in New York and Boston selling hot dogs, pretzels.
Oh, okay. Street meat. Okay. Yeah. That's what I thought it meant, but I just thought, well, yeah. I've never heard that term.
I wasn't talking about men, Pia. You don't know what I've got under this body. You don't know yet. Remember, you're going to draw me.
I'm going to draw you naked, am I?
Maybe I'll have a jockstrap on.
Ah.
I don't want my bits out for the world. Okay. Well, not for the world, but No, Mitch, I wasn't being like, it's okay. I know you're teasing. You don't need to apologize. But like, I'm sure Pia wishes it was a street meat.
You snorted. You just snorted.
I snort all the time. It's my nose job.
I see.
Well, I didn't have a nose job. I had a rhinoplasty that was needed because my nose got broken by my ex-husband. But I was asking for it.
Oh, you were?
Well, I shouldn't say that. I mean, when you break a lot of stuff with a baseball bat, and then he then goes up to your closet with a chainsaw. Things happen.
This is I want to buy the rights to your story.
My biopic.
Your
Sure.
biopic. Because
And we can sell it to Lifetime.
Now, do you play baseball in Australia?
I do. I love MLB. I love basketball, and these motherfuckers here. Sorry, people in Australia don't really enjoy it. Oh, bye Mouse. Is that what? Bye. Who are you, Mighty Mouse? So there's so much going on in my head, and I'm malfunctioning.
Well, don't you keep talking. I'll just tell you what I'm doing when you see my chiseled stomach go by.
Oh, Pia, you look fine.
I'm moving my 3/4 roommate has a bunch of his books down here on stained glass, and they're behind all of this stalagmite of computer printers and stuff. So I'm just moving them from this area to put them next to his desk area and moving the book. I'm just doing some book tectonics. So I'm listening as I'm wandering. So you continue to talk.
To talk.
Talk. TWAWLKW. Talk.
Might as well put a Z in there as well.
Might as well.
But what did Mitch say? I couldn't help myself though with Parker talking about how much he loves street meat. With a straight face, I'm over here chuckling. I bet you're cackling. Bitch. Oh my gosh. Oh, Mitch.
Oh, Mitch. Is he causing you to have palpitations because he's flirting with? Mitch, are you flirting with Schiavello?
No, I've had a Xanax, so I probably can't have palpitation.
I see.
That sounds so bad saying it like that. I've had a Xanax. I've had something to calm me down. Isn't that what they all say? I mean, at least I'm not doing heroin or something. I mean, come on, Mitch, type something. Come on. No, I can't flirt with Parker. Why not? I'm not good enough. This is a pen stream. What am I doing? What do you want me to type? Oh, Mitch, I don't know. Tell me about your kitty cat or something. Because we know about Quarantina. Don't you fall over, Pia.
I'm trying not to.
I don't want to have to call the EMT or 911 to a place I don't know the address.
On my website.
Oh, okay. I'll go to the website. Parker's already taken for 1, and for 2, I'm sort of into women. Is that like a blurred line there, Mitchell? Sort of. I think that's a bit of a blurred line. But yes, I am taken. Very, very pretty ring that I had to buy for myself. I can envision Mitch just typing away after I said that's a blurred line. I need to get tissues. Bear with me, y'all.
Go get a tissue.
hungry? Is there food? Hungry. Oh, but I have to cook it. I can't be under the towel. Is there any food I don't have to cook?
You're sort of into women.
Exactly, Peter. That's what
I see that little blur, that little foggy line.
That is such a blur. Like, it's like, Mitchell, do I have a chance? What do you say?
Say anything.
Oh, sheesh.
He's pretending he's not part of this conversation anymore.
I don't know. I feel like what I'm about to eat, all of you are going to be like, that's disgusting.
I now what I've done. I'm just going to explain to you what I've done. I've taken 4 cubic feet of books off these shelves, and now they are piled up in the middle of my. I've not done anything to make this house more streamlined by doing that.
It's a fire hazard. What did Mitch say? Now everyone thinks I'm bi. No one said that.
No,
Just for teasing Parker.
ceaselessly teasing you.
I thought it said incessantly, which could work as well. I don't know. How many people are in this chat?
5.
Only five people?
There's only 5 people that care about us. Okay, Pure, keep thinking. I'm trying to focus on my. I mean, I can continue to talk, but I'm distracted by.
Have you ever had Vegemite, Pierre?
I have not.
It's like a Marmite.
That I heard you discuss this with Russell the other day.
Oh yeah, because Russell loves it.
Yeah.
Russell's going to be
in your attic.
Well, that, and he's going to be the groundskeeper.
The groundskeeper. Yep.
Which I'm fine with.
Yep.
Parker is literally eating spoonfuls of Vegemite. You are an Australian stereotype right now. Damn right I am. I wasn't born here. I came here when I was, I don't know, like 4. I didn't speak a single lick of English. I have, in small doses, not common in the US. What, Vegemite? Yes. Yeah. Oh, Mitch, you hate Vegemite. It's not about hating it. It's like you get used to it. But Vegemite can clean your toilet real good. It can. You make a solution up. Whoa. Okay. And you make a solution, and it can get stains off the wall. Like Google Schmoogle what Vegemite can do.
Now it'll clear the blood stains after the axe murder.
Exactly.
I remember there was a ad once on TV for a way you can lose weight in America. And I don't remember what it was, but what it did was you would take this pill, which would, when it got to your stomach, it would expand, so you felt full. And it would pass through your system. And my friend said, gee, it can clean your toilet too, because it's a sponge. So once it exits your system and goes around the whirlpool, which in your case, Schiavello goes the other way.
No, but that. No.
What do you mean it doesn't go?
Our toilets don't spin.
Oh, they just they just get sucked out of the fuselage. Okay, well,
I mean, because everyone thinks that Australia, like when you come from the US to here, everyone thinks that your poop goes back up. No, it doesn't. We don't have spinning toilets. Lord Jesus Christ, give me the strength to carry on and to whatever to fix the things I
Well,
cannot change.
Then water in the bathtub. It goes down. The Coriolis effect will make it spin the other way than it does here.
I've never watched that. I haven't had a bath in nearly 10 years.
Or water in your sink, your kitchen sink, or your bathroom sink.
My bathroom sink is a mess. Like literally, listen to Pierre over here dropping science. Yes, he's dropping science. Exactly.
I'm dropping science. I've got science.
Do you have a science degree?
I don't have a science degree, but I've got lots of science books, and I remember some things about science.
I don't know which way the water spins around here, but the water doesn't spin in the toilet
It spins opposite of how it would here.
because of the
Coriolis.
magnetic field,
The Coriolis effect.
the southern hemisphere.
The southern hemisphere spins because of the Earth spinning. The spin is opposite in the southern hemisphere for some reason. I don't know why it works that way, but it does. Take my word for it.
Like in high school for me, science class was sleeping class for me.
I see. Sleeping. Nap time. Nap time was nice.
Well, because I was the first kid to take the kid to school. Like my child was 2 years old or even younger, and he was coming to school with me in a pram, like in a I don't know what y'all call it, a pusher, a thing.
Pram.
A pram, exactly. And so my school was fantastic.
A perambulator, to be precise. A perambulator. A stroller.
A stroller. But yeah, like it was great having a pram because I could shovel my junk in it. Didn't have to have it on my backpack. It was great. But yeah, I used to sleep in science. That was my sleeping class. That was an hour. So, I mean, imagine having, a 1-year-old or a 9-month-old wake your ass up during the night when you have school in the morning. And now that kid, goes to sleep at 7:30 at night and wakes up at, 7:30 in the morning. What kind of 15-year-old does that?
You're a 15-year-old.
He should be out there drinking alcohol, smoking bongs,
Let's hope that he's not going to watch this stream.
Oh, he will.
Okay. Well, might as well. Might as well add "steal the car" in there too.
He's already done it, but do as I say.
You can do it again. You can do it again.
Yeah. Do as I say, not as I do. Daddy's been to rehab once before, so don't do it. I have. I went through a little bit of trouble. God, I'm just spilling all my secrets.
All your secrets are just coming right out, and it not only affects Noel and I get to see them, but Renee and other people and anyone on the planet that follows me will now know this. S-P-E-E Brown, S-P-R-E Brown.
Oh, he's a douche. Who cares?
He'll know all about you.
Good. Game on.
Okay.
Just because he has 54,000 followers on YouTube doesn't mean I'm going to stop.
That your douchedness goes away.
Exactly.
The douchedness stays. Now, that's...
It affects and all. S-B-R-E douche Brown.
Sometimes why...
He's not going to file a restraining order. I've got better lawyers than him. It won't work. God, I'm sounding real arrogant.
You are.
I apologize.
I'm going to send you a text, Parker. It's a drawing I found in my Penworld file. I guess I must have been in a bad mood with Penworld, and I came up with this drawing, and I did not include it, but you'll take a look.
That is SBRE douche brown right there.
I'll send it to you, Effextinol. So
That
we know what we're talking about. I was in a weird mood when I did that drawing. So you have your Instagram message.
I've been trying to get Frederick to wake up. I've been trying to get him to wake up since 8:15 p.m. my time, and now it's 10:38 p.m. my time. And I said, "Wake your ass up, bro."
Well, send him the picture I just sent you. That'll get him up.
That I just had.
Did you spit your coffee up all over your keyboard? Your water? Did you spill your water?
No, I didn't spill my water.
Water. Should I push up those pens so they're yellow? Would that make him happy?
Sure. I just told him, "Do you like my drawing?" He won't believe me. It's okay.
Yeah. No, I didn't actually show that to Penworld, but it was something that it was, there is something phallic, whether you know it or not, about pens, and a bunch of men talking about 6-inch long cylindrical objects made me think maybe Freud was right or something. So it sort of was that.
I like the concept.
Huh?
I like the concept.
You like the concept? Yeah. So.
I don't know if Effextinol will, but.
No, I think he's adult enough to appreciate it, I think.
Yeah.
But
yeah. SBRE Brown. What a name.
SBREIOU and sometimes Y Brown. It's easy to clean up the water from your keyboard, but the little chunks of Vegemine that you spit out onto your
Vegemine.
Vegemine is gonna eat away at the keyboards.
What does it have in it? Concentrated yeast extract. It's got yeast.
It got yeast and yeast extract.
It's got riboflavin.
A double shipment of yeast that day.
It contains barley and wheat.
What makes it red-ish?
It's not red. It's
brown. What did they add in to make it that color? Everything you've mentioned is sort of.
I think the color is.
Huh?
I think the color's from the barley or the malt extract. I don't know.
That malt extract might be that color.
But yeah, this can clean your toilets and your intestines.
It sounds delicious.
It really is. I'll have to make it for you when I come visit.
Okay.
It's really good on toast. Vegemite is basically yeast. Yes, Mitch, it is. And it says, what does it say? Start happy with Vegemite. Okay, righto. It's got a B1, it's got B2, it's got B3, it's got folate.
It has SBRE in there.
It says essential for brain function, which is B1, B2, support your nervous system. Well, B3, essential for energy release. Well, energy release is a different thing. Enjoy as a part of a balanced, valued diet and active lifestyle.
Yeah, I love that, how they throw that in. Like, this isn't going to do, this is the way that they're going to be saved from the lawsuits. You know, you have to have an active lifestyle and you have to actually eat food that's nutritious.
Oh, it's suitable for vegetarians.
Okay. That's sort of implied by the name.
Well,
don't give me that look.
I mean, my kid's a what are you today? A vegan, vegetarian.
Okay. One of my favorite Simpsons episodes is when Lisa decides she's going to be vegetarian, and she goes to the school lunch counter, and the cigarette smoking lunch lady behind the counter is, putting
the slop down
of various animal parts. She sees the labels on all of these things.
Yes.
And Lisa says, "Is there anything that doesn't have meat in it?" And the lunch lady said, "Possibly the meatloaf."
That's right.
Meatloaf doesn't have meat in it.
Oh my god!
It's full of breadcrumbs and the stuff that they sweep up off the floor.
And then doesn't Lisa start seeing like a face of a pig in some of the food?
She says Homer tries to feed. She doesn't want to eat chicken or whatever was for dinner, and Homer says, "What about bacon? What about pork? What about ham?" And Lisa says, "Dad, that's all from the same animal." And Homer says, "Oh, yes, Lisa.
Oh, it is.
A magic animal." So, who are you saying hello to?
Who? I wasn't saying hello to
I thought
nobody.
you said we're saying hello. It looked like you were saying hello to someone that walked in the room. Okay, I'm gonna stand up. I have my coffee, but I'm going to just stand up. I'm going to close that drawer. I'm going to put this filthy drawing away over there, so it doesn't offend my tender eyes as I'm moving things around.
As if that would offend you, Pia.
Pia, no, it doesn't. It wouldn't. It won't offend me. So my plan is to move.
To light a match and start fresh?
Light a match and start fresh would be a possibility.
I'll buy you a house in the suburbs in Boston.
Okay. I'll take it.
I'll even let you get the pens out first before we do the match.
This box is full of fish.
Fish? Oh, yes, a fish. That's right.
Come on here. This box is full of fish. These are all full of fish, and they can't get them out.
I mean, FX, you feel like you should be entertaining everyone a lot better than you are right now. Okay.
This box is full of fish. Soon there'll be a pile of boxes blocking your view.
Yeah. We'll get his pens out first and then light a match and be like, oops, and then get the insurance. Allegedly. People who aren't typing and just watching probably think I am a psychopath.
These boxes are all full of fish, and they're going to go over to a different location. Meaning now I can put heavier things there.
Who is Penworld? Is Frederick going to send me surprise gifts? Yes. No. What? It's a surprise. I don't know. I think I just ruined it. I don't know. I didn't ruin nothing. I don't know. Allegedly. Don't surprise me like that, Mitch. Well, he does that sometimes. Just like when he proposed to me. He mentioned it out of the blue.
Hello, BH.
Who's BH?
I'm trying to remember who BH is. Who's BH?
But BH.
BH. You're just a bitch. BH.
But BH knows my allegedly, so
Okay.
they've been around. I'm gonna get T-shirts with allegedly on it. Oh God, my hair. Oh, no. Are you a fountain pen fan, BH?
God damn it. I hit my
It's
head against my shelving. So who's BH?
BH says, I'm just here when I have nothing better to do. Well.
So BH, who are you though? What's your name? How do I know you? How do we know you? Do we know you by something other than BH?
BH has been in the chat before.
Well, I know that, but there must be something else that will help me remember.
Well, why do I turn up?
Weirdos and nutcases. Yep.
Thanks, Mitch. BH goes, I am BH. Smiley face. Or do you just hang out to watch us weirdos act like nutcases?
I am BH. Okay. That doesn't help me very much, but that's okay. That's fine. That's fine.
I mean, I can't even use a fountain pen. So I own them, but my child takes them from me because he is an artist. I've probably spent close to $50,000 on fountain pens. And that's just for my child. And he's always like, I want this one, this one, this one, this one. And I don't know. I don't know what they do. I don't know what iridium or what the I don't.
He doesn't care about that.
I don't. I'm just like, yep, okay, you can buy that, son. Do you like my Christmas tree here?
It's lovely.
Are you being sarcastic?
You're planning ahead. It's up so early.
Well, I'm not going to be here. I'm actually going to. When am I coming to the States? I will be in the States. I have to go to Hong Kong and then Hong Kong to Chicago, but I will be on May 3rd. I will be in the United States of these Americas. So I expect gifts, everyone.
Okay. Housewarming gifts, you hope?
Yes, housewarming gifts, some flowers, someone to meet me at the gate of the, no, not the gate, what is it called? International arrivals. You know, where I can't even hug people because you have to wear a mask. But yeah, the Christmas tree is going to go bye-bye, and I don't know where it's going to go because it's beautiful.
I'm trying to find my fake postage stamps that I used to make. And why can't I find it in my
No, Mitch, don't send him nothing. He don't need nothing because I got a lot of shit going there. So like it's like $7,500 to ship a lot of my stuff via shipping to Chicago. So please don't send him anything back. Maybe a letter. But I'm absolutely terrified about moving to the United States. Like, absolutely terrified.
Okay, I'm going to show you something, guys. This is another little some project I did once upon a time that I had fun with. I made fake postage stamps to go to a show that we had in the gallery about diversity of desire, and it was a show that it was during Gay Pride.
Gay Pride.
I know you don't like Gay Pride, but anyway, so it was so here's some of the stamps I made, and I printed these out stamp sized on my computer. So this one says, and they're not all gay necessarily, but they had to do with sex. So this one says castrati choir, and the fine print says genitalia for Jesus. So the no bass clef and a treble clef, and then the little international no sign above the crotch. This one here is another biblical one. Onan, Genesis 38, verse 9. So this is Onan, the father of family planning. So here you see him spilling his seed. Onanism was masturbation. And there's a lightning bolt zapping him. In that verse, Genesis, Onan had a brother who died, and he was commanded by God to fuck his brother's widow. So to keep the family going.
The bloodline.
And he exited himself from the vagina and spilled his seed upon the ground, and God killed him for that. So here we have,
as one does.
Here we have J. Edgar. Can I zoom out so I can see what I'm doing here?
J. Edgar Hoover.
Zoom out.
Damn.
So here's J. Edgar Hoover, and he's coordinating law enforcement and accessories. So you see his red shoe matches his red purse. Liberty and justice for most. defensive marriage. And this is Rice Queen. So it shows the white, pink-faced Westerner and the Asian guy. And then my little sign down here is yin and yank. Justice for most, airmail stamped with the inflatable guy with the bicycle pump. Harness the atom, water sports, read my lips, read my hips.
Holy shit.
Here's Be Intolerant, the Boy Scouts with their anti-gay merit badge. Scouts Dishonor. Here's Don't Ask, Don't Tell, second-class citizen with the camouflage where you have to hide from yourself. Here's Naturalists Ban the Fig. Canine Domesticus, Faithful and Spade. The Human Genome Project, identifying discovery of the gay gene. So here's the gay gene, is the nice cursive lettering. Prince Albert.
Oh, fuck me.
Fuck my.
Not a Prince Albert.
Legacy of the Greeks. So it shows a Greek temple and democracy, architecture, and buggery. So here's the statues doing it to each other. The lust stamp instead of the love stamp.
Lots.
I have sent these along with a letter, but with a real one. Here's uncut stop pruning.
Yes, stop pruning. I amen.
Amen on that. Preserve the Cape's wildlife. So here it shows Cape Cod and the footprints coming this way and the footprints going that way, and they meet, and you see them up there in the dunes.
Yeah. Is that based on a true life story for you?
Not for me, no. Sand, oceanside sex is stupid. It sounds good, but it's actually
Never done it.
it's sand in your junk. Doesn't work well. Saluting our men out of uniform, so it has the two sailor uniforms all crumpled up on the floor with, you know, that they're doing it.
I'd rather them in uniform, to be honest.
Okay, well, anyway, size queen. This is size queens. Think metric. So, because it's a bigger number.
Metric.
One fag hag keeps any gay party from becoming an orgy. So here's all of the gay paper dolls with the roundish fag hag in the middle. I know I'm really bad. These are the ones I wanted to show you, the Olympic sports. And this was, again, when the Olympics was in the news for taking all sorts of bribes and stuff. So here we have water sports, synchronized pissing.
Nothing wrong with that.
Here we have boxers versus briefs.
I'm a briefs.
Here we have the muff dive. So here you have the woman diving into the muff. Oh my God, Effextinol is saying, good Lord. Here's the 300 kilogram run. So it's the chubby chase. So here you've got all the skinny boys running after the fat guy on the track instead of the bunny.
But isn't kilogram just kgs?
Oh, maybe, probably. I wanted to have it more obvious. School sports, young men touching each other. Gymnasties, autofellatio. This is another favorite. The biathlete. So rather than the triathlete. So.
What kind of drugs were you on?
Providing, this is the police department, providing role models for American leather queens. Here's one that was sort of based on the NASA logo, the S&M. So here's the Uranus probe.
A butt plug.
Uh-huh. decriminalize handcuffs. This one, the interstate highway system connecting America's rest areas with the anonymous I-69. And the two cars are coming together, and you know they're gonna. And here's the rest area on the side.
Mm-hmm.
And human cloning, we've done it for years. So all of the gay men wearing the hot, tight pants and the two to the nth gaydar. I used to have fun when I was young. Personal wildlife preserve, and it's the human crab, and these are the pubes.
What the fuck?
Here's a constellation Ursa Major, so big bear, and Ursa Jailbait, little bear.
Oh my god, Affectional, help me.
What do you mean help you?
It's just like I understand all these, and it's just
You understand them. Were you an Ursa Jailbait there, mister?
I was 12 or 13 when I had a
Yep.
child.
That's Jailbait. Good Lord, Pierre.
I can't help you, Parker. I'm over here dying. That's okay. We all are, and I understand them too somehow. So what's that say about me? Well,
You're well-rounded, and you've read books.
very well rounded down in Ohio in the red state.
In that red state. You know,
With your Confederate flags.
anyone else in the room? There's 6 people in the room here. 6 people are watching us.
I'm so sorry for those 6 people.
Anyway, those stamps, I mean, there have been a few times when I've really, really enjoyed being an artist, and watercoloring flowers for someone's wedding invitation is not, which is what I have to do today for money. See, this is where Kesh, we need Kesh here to tell me that, you know, I do make money on the art I do, but I often really don't like what I do. And I had so much fun making those stamps, and I would print them out on my printer, peel and stick stamps, and I'll show you what they look like.
You don't like your own art? It's okay, Mitch. We're not.
See, these are, I print these on label material, and you just peel and stick them.
That's great.
And I would sell these at Open Studios, and I put them very high up because kids love stickers, and I didn't want the kids to see this. And this little kid was lifting their arm way up and pulling all of these things out of the little envelopes. And the mother of the kid came up and said, "Sir, these are not suitable for children." And I said, "That's not my fault. I didn't have the child." Bitch. I mean, her kid was bending them all up, you know, and then other people would come up they would laugh. They would just laugh hysterically in the corner of my studio. People had never seen these things. They're looking, and they're giggling and laughing. And I said, "This is what I like. I want people to smile." And then one guy came up with, they were being sold for $1 a strip. And he came up with his, $8 and the strips. And he said, "You are one sick fuck." And I looked at the stamps he bought, the ones he chose, the water sports one and the high heels and the whatever. And I said, "This is the pot calling the kettle black, mister. The ones you bought are particularly kinky." Anyway, I really had fun creating those things. And I'll show you one day. I've got all of the drawings. Remember how I showed you the coat of arms I do? I have all of the drawings, like how am I going to do the water sports one? Am I going to have it look like this or like this? How am I going to do the poppers one? How am I going to do the hanky code one? And
Poppers.
it was really fun. I had a lot of fun coming up with
Poppers?
options for how to make them work. Huh?
Poppers?
Poppers.
Like
Yeah.
poppers?
Yeah. The tagline for that one was happiness through or pleasure through chemistry or modern chemistry or something like that. When I did these stamps, I wanted them to look like a stamp, but I didn't want to put a denomination with a dollar sign and a penny sign next to it, because that would have been illegal.
Yes.
I wanted to have the things appear to be stamped.
That's right. Yes.
So I wanted a number or a big letter to represent kind of the denomination. And so that's why the Ursa Major is greater than or equal to 18. And the other one was less than or equal to 17. So, but I didn't say, if I put a penny sign or a dollar sign, then I could be arrested for faking
I'll
stamp.
bail you out.
You'll bail me out.
Yes, Mitch. Poppers, aka VCR head cleaner. Yes,
Are they the same? I have no idea that.
They are.
Okay. What do you know?
Allegedly.
Allegedly, they're the same.
That's what they're promoted as, so it's legal.
I see. When Europe went onto this green thing with light bulbs, the Germans decided to just repackage an incandescent light bulb as a heat orb. So rather than, the light bulb like that, the old-fashioned kind that are not, people love that kind of light bulb, even though it's against the law to sell them as light bulbs in Germany, I guess. So they just relabeled them as heat orbs. Oh, the adult video stores. So
Yes, Mitch, they did.
You do the cross-examination, Mr. Lawyer.
I am.
You're having fun with this, aren't you?
And what kind of videos were you looking at, sir?
He went in there to buy a Playboy to read the articles.
Was it a Playboy or a Playgirl? Now I get to make fun of someone else instead of that douchebag Brown. You know what? I've never rented a dirty movie in my life. That's because you torrent them all. I haven't been to a strip club. Never. Never. I know, you seem a bit guilty there, effects and all.
Has he admitted anything?
He says he's never been to a strip club.
You never rented you never rented one, you just bought them. See, I know what he's doing. He's trying to, by saying that we're supposed to believe, Look at that smile on you, Schiavello.
Me, what? What?
You're feeling good. You see, picking on Effextinol is going to be your new sport. See, you're smiling. You're enjoying this. You are enjoying this. You sick fuck. Picking on Effextinol is fun. Picking on SPEE Brown is just mean. That's not fun. That's just mean. But here we're toying with. We're not actually pulling Effextinol's legs off.
Did you say that's mean?
No.
Picking on Brown?
Oh, it's mean-spirited. Whether he deserves it or not, it's mean-spirited.
Sue me.
Okay. But when we're picking on Effextinol, and just like when we pick on you, we're doing it out of love.
Yes, I bet. He says, I've been on the internet since 1994. I was 2 years old. Buying porn is silly when so much is free. Damn right.
That's very true.
You better preach, Mitch.
Porn is evil. Buying porn is evil, but you can get it for free. Do I sound like an event? Where's my Bible? I have a Bible.
Evangelist. Hold on, I'll be back in a second.
Oh, he's going to be an evangelist. Let's pray for Pat Parker in Australia. He and his oh, I'm getting a little bit of vomit. Where did he go? We've gone from 6 to 5. We've offended someone. Did BH leave because we offended him? Oh my God, 8mm. Uh-oh. We've got pamphlets.
It's not a pamphlet, it's a magazine.
The Evangelist for fall. And there's Saint George and the Dragon or something. They have a centerfold. Open it up show us the centerfold.
This way.
Oh dear. Scripture.
Well, this is what you can order, all their CDs.
Oh, the CDs. I see. It's
and
there.
Their books and their Bibles. Like, and the guy that, you know, how I sent you that video.
Yeah.
Here he is.
There he is. Look at him.
Isn't he hot?
He's kind of hot.
I mean,
I do him without lubricant. Oh, I'm getting the vapors.
He can bless me. and then we've got the wife of the evangelist that looks like that is Photoshop and beyond, because
I see. Well, show the picture to Effextinol. He'll let us know if it's Photoshop.
Well, I know Photoshop.
Okay. Well, but he will be able to judge the beauty of this woman. Oh my God. Yeah, you can see that there's like underneath that pancake, in addition to Photoshop, she's wearing like stucco. Not stucco. What do you call the stuff that spackle?
Yes.
She's taken spackle out of the can and lathered it on her face and then spray painted it.
It says, "Happy birthday, Sister Swaggart. Christ cannot put the seal of his approval upon nature's strength, its wisdom, or its glory."
When you said the word Christ, your Christmas tree just glowed a different color. I think it's alive.
Yeah, I talk to it sometimes, you know. But this is August 2020, and this is January 2021. These people have been sending me this ever since that donation.
Why don't you find a picture of the wife, the two pictures of the wife, and let's see if she's aged at all. She needs more sparkle.
Like, she doesn't talk. She doesn't do much. I mean, here's another one. Her name's Frances. Frances.
Okay. Yeah. See that?
That is a different woman to this bitch.
Okay. Like, maybe he got married again.
That's a different woman. Like facelift or not. The Expositor's Bible. Oh. What does that say? Put your hand in the hand of the man. Well, your son just may be, because that's the son.
What's he look like a year later?
I don't know. These people are. Look, Reading Glow picture Bible that you get to color in.
I think I have one of these here. A coloring book for Bible class, and I thought I would add in the background lots of fun stuff.
the things wearing a prosthetic face. Oh, Mitchell, but this is the main guy, the main evangelist right there. They trowel so much makeup on him. Then I can't see. God damn it. Then there she is again, Frances. And then I'm not good. What am I covering? God damn it! Fucking fuck. Yeah, and then we got Donnie Swaggart, and then we got Gabriel. So, yeah. But, I mean, if you look up Jimmy Swaggart apologizing to his wife for sleeping with a prostitute, it is hysterical.
Yeah, his tears are real. What's the woman that also cried? Is that a different lady?
I think that's a different lady.
Tammy something or other. And
I don't know.
Her tears are running, and it's like Giuliani's hair dye that was dribbling down his face the other day. So, like, people.
Like, I don't actually read these, but the thing is that like I'm a big music person,
Yep.
And so they do a lot of music stuff on their TV channel, and I like the instrumental, and I like the voices, and so it's not like. But one of the songs was like, one of the lyrics was like, "Until the cows come home."
I have. I
I'll
have to play you something. It's something that Russell sent me that his sister was listening to. It's this. It's really badly sung, but the words and the lyrics and the music, all of it is horrible. And because it's so horrible, it's kind of fun. So let me see if I can find it here on YouTube, because I think you might find it vaguely interesting because it's so bad.
So that is the kind of magazine I imagine Parker reading too. Oh, shut up. I have to blame my uncle for all that, though. He showed me some downright terrible 8mm. Is that millimeter? Yes. Porn films when I was 4. Oh my God. And scarred you for life. I bet it did. Praise be upon him. And when Parker moves to the USA, he's going to start subscribing to the Guns and Ammo magazine. I've already got 2 pistols, so I allegedly, I enjoy going shooting. So I'm already got my Confederate flag. No, I don't.
Okay, I have to find this. I'm just a second. I sent it.
Where is Russell?
I don't know where he is, but he's not here. Mark Stearns. Okay. I sent this to my ex-boyfriend, and he said, "Why are you sending me this?"
Oh, you still talk to your ex-boyfriend?
Oh. And his cute husband.
Oh, he has a husband?
Okay, here it is. It's called Niagara Falls.
Niagara Falls.
So that's an ad.
Oh, come on. What's that?
I mean, my
Okay,
ex-husband.
here we go.
Wedding day is coming and you want to celebrate a happy union with the Lord go on your honeymoon. The bridal veil is beside the American Falls. And the horseshoe falls. What a magnificent, breathtaking sight. Niagara Falls is the place for your honeymoon. God told Noah he would never flood the world again. A rainbow ratified his promise sure. In the misty waterfalls, the rainbow shows its colored stripes. It the sightseers that are watchful will allure. Niagara Falls is the place to go on your honeymoon. The bridal veil is beside the American Falls. And the horseshoe falls. What a magnificent, breathtaking sight. Niagara Falls is the place for your honeymoon.
For your honeymoon.
My favorite part.
You can get on a boat called the Maid of the Mist from the American side or the Canadian side. You can take pictures and collect souvenirs that will bring back fond memories of your vacation. But most importantly, please ask yourselves, is this the beginning of a growing marriage? Where the husband submits to the Lord Jesus, and the wife submits to her husband, and the husband loves his wife, and the children be raised in an environment where they can grow in grace. Niagara Falls, the honeymooners' capital, is only a suggestion. Niagara Falls is the place to
Go on your honeymoon.
The bridal veil is beside the
American Falls.
and the
Horseshoe Falls.
What a magnificent, breathtaking sight. Niagara Falls is the place for your honeymoon. Niagara Falls is the place.
Niagara Falls is the place for your
It goes on and on for a little bit more, but the fact that Russell sent me that, and he knew the song. I mean, we were doing a thing, drawing on Skype for a YouTube video, and I was drawing for some reason Niagara Falls, and he sang that song, and he sang it, of course, in his beautiful voice. And
Russell can sing.
weird song that is.
Russell can sing.
He can sing very well.
Seriously. I don't want to be arrogant, but so can I.
Well,
Maybe Russell and I can duet when I come to the United States.
no, he has a very deep voice, and
He's a baritone.
baritone. Yeah, he was singing Handel on his because he couldn't participate in his actual graduation from graduate school because they closed it all down. He communicated. He did his master's thesis, which involved puppetry via YouTube with his teachers, and his it started out with Ombra Mai Fu by Handel, and he has had a singing in Italian and a cappella, and it was quite.
Aw.
Ombra Mai Fu.
By the way, Mitch, great photo.
amabile, cara amabile. You have
All I
your
can think of is, all I can think is Ave Maria.
gracia tecum, salve Maria.
Mo.
Schubert.
See, I'm not even singing how I usually sing. Like you're gonna, I think you'll understand what I'm gonna say. But I am a male soprano with colto alto.
Oh wow! I can't
Awesome.
imagine you doing that. I can't imagine your voice
Going high.
being that high with when it's so low.
Well, it's low, but I can.
You can do the head voice, the falsetto.
Yes, extreme. I don't want to wake my kid, but
Okay.
I don't want to be on like.
Okay, we'll do it privately sometime. Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Do your nodules hurt when you do that?
Yes.
Okay, then don't do that. Don't do that ever again.
My nodules are the reason why I can sing so high, though. So, yes, I saw the video at the end, Mitchell.
I will look at that as well.
Yes. Even though I don't have contacts or glasses on, I was like looking and I'm like, very interesting. I know jack shit about it, but
I now need to actually clear my table and do my watercolor of a beautiful flower. So since it's almost 8:30, I will do that. Schiavello, it's now 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11. It's 11:30 at night in your town, and you should be asleep.
Yeah, bro.
So,
I won't go to sleep for the next. I'll be awake until probably 5 a.m.
Okay. Affextinol, would you like to get on the stream and chat with Schiavello as I try to clear my desk? You two can talk about adult bookstores and stuff.
I've never been to an adult bookstore.
No, see, you were doing the bad thing when you were younger than an adult, so you didn't have to go to a store. You know, when you're old and fugly like some of us, going to a store is what we have to do. I thought I would, but if you two want to chat, you can. I need to move my fat ass over to my table to clear it off.
You're not fat.
I have to move my ass, my skinny, cute ass over to my table to do what I need to do. So if you'd like to come on Affextinol and chat with Schiavello.
I was gonna hop off as well.
Okay. Okay, well I tell you what, I'll be back later sometime. I don't know when, but we'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when.
But you're not fat.
Sunny day.
On a sunny day.
Please say hello to the folks that I know. Tell them I won't be long. Okay, bye everyone. Schiavello, Affextinol, BM, BH, SBRE Brown, all of you people. See you later.
I'll do the Russell wave.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye everyone.